Greetings everyone, and welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm your host, Captain Rye, and today I've got another ranked battle for you here in my Bismarck. This time is, for sure, without any question, the fastest one-sided victory I've ever seen. That's right, this match is going to turn out 7-0 in just under 7 minutes. We basically manage 1 kill a minute. Now, obviously, the first minute or so here, we're not going to kill anything because they've only just popped up. But that does mean that at some point, we're going to start wrecking what's left of the enemy team when we do start getting those kills. Now, my team has decided that we're going to sail up to B here on the Neighbors map. And as other YouTubers have pointed out, the Neighbors map is very, very close. So you don't really have a lot of time before you and your enemies are spotted. As you can see, we're all already engaged, we're all already spotted. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get shots out. First thing I'm going to do is prioritize soft targets. Targets I know I can hit and punish. Things like broadsiding cruisers. Things like destroyers that are visible within my secondary battery range and getting way, way too close. I am still caught out in the open, though, and that means I'm still going to be taking a lot of fire. So I'm going to try my best to get behind the cover of this island and hopefully avoid taking too much damage from enemy ships. Managed to hit that enemy battleship for a decent amount of standard penetration damage, which is always a nice thing. Trying to penetrate those German battleships, as you know, very difficult to do. Here is a Kutuzov who's not moving very fast. He's basically broadside onto me. We just managed to kill an enemy North Carolina, and then I managed to do a quadruple citadel and 1 overpenetration to take the Kutuzov out of the game. They're down a battleship, and now they're down a cruiser. Not just any cruiser, they're down a cruiser that could have been very dangerous because of its ability to smoke up and its ability to start fires. 2 ships gone that fast. The first one, a battleship who met his unfortunate end with fire, flooding, and torpedoes from our destroyer, and a Kutuzov who had the misfortune of being broadside onto a battleship. I've decided that I'm going to focus my secondaries on that North Carolina off in the distance, who he's actually backing up at this point. Not necessarily a smart move to make, considering he's way out in the open. Enemy Fubuki is getting torpedoes off there, nearly manages to take out our Benson in the process, and our Benson has taken quite a beating from a couple of different ships at this point. So he's going to try and break line of sight, get behind that island, and hopefully stealth up again so he can lay waste to any enemy ships that decide they want to push into B. That North Cal still backing up, still out in the open. Why he's doing this, you're never going to outrun an approaching enemy fleet backing up. And the fact that you're out in the open and within secondary battery range of the Bismarck means you are going to have a very, very bad time being set on fire constantly and just whittled down by the equivalent of a Nuremberg. Managed to get shots off there at the enemy Tirpitz or the enemy Bismarck. I think it was the Tirpitz back over there. The enemy Fubuki popped up there for a split second behind that island, so I do want to make sure that I get him flagged for secondaries, and I think I'm going to do that here shortly. But of course, he's no fool. He is going to turn away hard and pretty much avoid being deleted. He does pop smoke. I do manage to get 1 secondary hit on him. I have popped my hydroacoustic, so we do have the advantage now that we're going to see those torpedoes from a distance, so we're going to be able to dodge them nicely. Enemy Bismarck is pushing up around the island. They are trying to push up to the B camp point. The problem for that Bismarck, though, he's got a Benson in front of him. And that Benson is going to cause him all sorts of problems. I have, once again, flagged that North Cal, who's still backing up. He spent more time in this battle going in reverse than he has moving forward for secondaries. And as you can see, my secondary are racking up the hits. And they're going to rack up the fires. And they're going to rack up just the peck you to death damage. That Tirpitz fired off torpedoes at one of our friendly ships, but they pretty much managed to miss completely. He's actually turned around. He's trying to come back and help his North Carolina buddy out. This is not going to work out for him, as he's basically dealing with a 3 versus 1 situation, while our Benson is dealing with that Bismarck. I'm still engaging this North Carolina, who is on fire again in multiple places from my secondaries. And he is shooting me, and he's doing a decent amount of damage. There you can see more torpedoes coming out there. Those are obviously from the Fubuki. I'm trying to get shots out to kill him. Can I secure my kill? Yes, I can. There's my second kill. And that Tirpitz is now dead as well, and the Benson managed to take out the Bismarck. That just leaves the Fubuki left, who's popped up there for a split second. I've got him flagged for secondaries in this time frame, and unfortunately I'm going to eat one of the torpedoes. But that's okay. Damage control up again, dodge the rest of those torpedoes, and now I've got my scout fighter up. Fubuki's disappeared, but if my scout fighter flies over him, he's gonna spot him. He's close enough that should be the case. I start repairing my health. There's the Fubuki. Fire off those shots. Can I hit him? Yes, there it is. Third kill of the game. 7-0 victory in 7 minutes. 101,000 damage done. Devastating strike, but no other awards. A little unfortunate, but all in all, a very good battle. Top of the team for XP earned, but it doesn't matter, we won anyway. Anyway, that's it for today's video. If you like the video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment down below. If you'd like semi-regular channel news and updates, you can follow me on Facebook, and if you'd like to help support me and my channel, please do so by visiting my Patreon. As always, I'll see you next time. This is Captain Rye, saying, have a good weekend, and have a good week. Captain Rye, signing off.